Good evening, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Tonight, my name is Nazrin, and we have 𝗂𝗵𝗶 with here tonight for you to share with you some of our tips and tricks to help you with registering and sharing your National Training Week learning events. So before we start, I want to ask this question, Ken. Please give me a yes or no. I want to survey the crowd. Give me a yes or no. Do you even know what the National Training Week is? Please give me a yes or no in the chat. And be honest. Feel safe to say no. Okay, so username kata no. Thank you very much. I think you know, but you're trying to help out the other people who are a little shy to say no. Okay, ada yang kata no. Okay, Andy says no, please. All right, a little bit. Okay, in that case, then we will kick off with a welcome to the session. My name is Nazrin. I'll be your co-facilitator tonight, and the session is called Designing and Sharing Your National Training Week Events. And tonight we will be sharing some tips and tricks to be able to how do you register your free course, especially if we're doing it virtual again versus in person. How do you move through all of that? There's a lot of stuff that I got confused when I first went onto the website. So I want to share with you so that you don't get confused, so that you get the benefit of some of the mistakes that I've made. And Hani is here to share with us how do we advertise, how do we get the widest reach so that a lot of people come. Okay, so Kak Ani, I'm going to proceed if you could help with admitting people as they come in. Yeah, thank you. So first off, what is National Training Week? If you're not familiar with it, I will not be surprised because this is something pretty new. This is by the Ministry of Human Resources, or as now YB Steven Sim has renamed it or given an acronym, is now called KESUMA. And together with HRD Corp, or the Human Resources Development Corporation, they launched last year 1 week of free training for all Malaysians. And I emphasize that all Malaysians, that anybody can go to, anybody can attend for free of charge. And they are run by trainers and training providers, teachers, educators, coaches, whoever. Anybody off the street also can, apparently. You don't have to be a registered training provider. You don't have to be a TTT, HRDC certified trainer or accredited trainer. They allow anyone, as far as I understand it, they allow anyone to do this. And the reason behind this is because KESUMA wants to be able to upskill Malaysians as much as possible. At the same time, give trainers and training providers that ease of marketing themselves, get themselves known. So it's quid pro quo lah. Yeah, you give free training to Malaysians, and then Malaysians get to know you very well. Hopefully, you get some lead generation in there. However, I think I'm going to say it up front, right? You want to be careful. Don't go into this with no expectations, otherwise you will disappoint yourself. Go in this, with pure intentions that you're here, whether you're running a training program in your own event space or you're renting another event space. That means you're sponsoring it, or you're running online, which is cheapest, cheapest and easiest. Go into it with a very sincere heart, because it is something that you want to be able to manage your expectation. I'll say it just that. You don't know who will come. You don't know how many will come, whether anybody will come also. You have no control over that. So because it's not a paid session, feedback from some of my friends who ran their sessions last year, a lot of people registered, but not many people turned up. Okay, so you have to prepare for that. You have to just make sure you manage your heart lah. Okay, so as I mentioned, you can sponsor or you can give complimentary courses that are run in person in a physical space, which means either you have your own space, you have your own class, a training center, or you rent a space somewhere, or there's also another option. You can also go to HRD and you can use their spaces, right? So they also have spaces in the HRD Corp building. The only challenge you have to be aware of is there's really no parking. So I don't know how the participants are going to come. There's a train station nearby. There's a MRT station nearby. So there's a plus point there. However, between the MRT station and the HRD Corp building, there's construction going on, and it's quite dangerous to walk. just keep all of these things in mind if you want to use the HRD Corp venues. But I won't be talking about that because I don't have all of the information. You can certainly contact them. For me, I think the easiest one to get participants and to run the classes is to do it virtual. So I myself will be running virtual classes in this month. I've decided to run 2 days worth, and each of those are the 4 half days. Right, so 2 days. One day will be in the 23rd of May next week, and then one in the 29th of May. Both are half days, so essentially 4 classes. I'll show you that a little bit later. So before we move on, what questions do you have for me regarding the NTW? I have, of course, I am not part of HRD Corp. I'm not part of KESUMA. So if you ask me much technical questions, I might not be able to answer. But let's try some. So what questions do you have for me? Please ask me now. All you have to do is type into the chat or turn on your microphone. There's only a few people here tonight. So who would like to ask any questions? No questions means you understand very, very well. And I will give you a test. You will be able to pass the test. Yes? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so there's no questions. Everybody understands a little bit. The NTW is a government effort to be able to provide free training to Malaysians, and also allow trainers and training providers to get exposure. So what do we need to do first up front? Well, I need to introduce you to the website, the NTW website. And this website can get a little bit complicated because you can sign in actually 2 ways. Number one, you can sign in as a Malaysian. You can sign in as an individual who wants to learn the courses. So that requires you to sign in with an email address and a password, or you sign in as a course provider. And even this, there's 3 ways of doing it. Number one is if you are a registered training provider, you have to sign in with your company ID, your SSM company ID and your 𝗂𝗧𝗏 password that was given to you. Right? So if you're HRD Corp registered training provider, you will have these 2 things and you'll register as that. Or you can register as a non-registered member. That means you have to set up a new account, or as an individual. So individual here as individual trainer, don't have any any training provider company. Because I signed up as a HRD Corp registered member, I actually don't have experience with the other 2. However, if you try it out tonight, and if we have any issues, we can explore this together. Right? So let's take a look at what the website actually looks like. Kak Ani, thank you for helping with bringing people in.
No worries, no worries.
Cool. Okay, so confirm for me that you can see my Chrome screen. It should be the nationaltrainingweek.gov.my. Okay, good. So as we scroll down, we'll look at there's a lot of stuff here. 656 courses. Hang on, that's new. They've changed the numbers recently. It used to be a lot higher for last year. So now there's more courses being registered. So far, there are 656 courses. What does this mean? If you register today or you register this week, you set up your courses, it will be easier for participants to find your course. But if you wait too long and this number rises, it gets a lot more difficult. There's too many pages for them to scroll through for them to find your course. There have been 14,071 enrollments. 𝗏𝗏𝗏, what was the target for NTW this year? Do you remember?
Yes, and I think it's quite grandiose, 300,000.
They want 300,000. Okay, so right now it's 40,000. So if you guys register your course, let's see if we can bring that up to that number. Okay, so there's nothing much here to look at. Target groups is individuals, industry players, training and delivery, and then of course benefits. Benefits, of course, you get free stuff lah. And these are some of the courses there. So I want you to take a look very carefully at this, kan. The way that the courses are portrayed, the preview looks like this. Okay, it looks like this. And I won't tell you right now, but I'll refer to this a bit later. It looks like this. When you click on this middle button that says courses, you go to active courses, and then this is what it looks like inside, internally.
I have a question. Sorry,
Yes.
yeah. Now, as you say, again, the number of courses will multiply, and there's no way that you want to scroll through it. So you
Yes.
can do a search up there again.
You can search only if you know what the search is about lah.
Yeah, kalau you kata, okay lah, I'm going to say leadership. If you
Okay.
put leadership, you put there, will a whole bunch of leadership comes up.
Okay, let's just check, yeah. Okay, I have put leadership in. Let's see what comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get everything that has leadership in the title lah.
Yeah. So it'll come out away lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So when you register, you will have to follow these particular categories. So accounting, finance, actuarial, audit, taxation, right? So these are how your course is going to be categorized. If I see this here, they will be able to sort by. They either sort by course providers, by course titles, or course duration. So kalau by course providers, okay, so this is 𝗵𝗶𝗶 Skills Academy. It will come up 𝗵𝗶𝗶 dulu by alphabetical order. B, C, D, G, G.
Aduh, PDC jauh lah. P.
Your lah. So if yours is PDC, jauh lah ke belakang.
Aku kena letak A.
Okay, or by
PDC.
course titles. Okay, dynamic leadership, effective leadership, integrative leadership, semua leadership lah. Because you search for leadership kan? And then course duration from shortest to longest. Okay, ini 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 8 hours, 20 hours. Oh, dia go by hour.
Ada 20 hours.
Ada 20 hours. So,
Let me see. Can we
2 hari
just click the
setengah.
20 hours?
This is organizational leadership. Safety and health area. Okay.
Wow.
Course content, understand the fundamental principles of hierarchy and its relevance to security operations.
Damn.
This is face-to-face and online. Oh, interesting.
Wow.
Campur juga. Okay,
Dahsyat.
so thank you 𝗏𝗏𝗏 for prompting that way, because now you can see this is what the course details look like when they click on any course. Yeah. Now in this case, I don't know if this training provider going to watch this video or not. In this case, this training provider did not put a poster, so the default comes up NTW National Training Week.
See.
There's
Default
nothing
lah.
there. Whereas others, if you see sustainability leadership, okay,
Top course provider.
they put in, or top course provider NTW 2023 last year. Okay, so they put in a poster. However, as you can see, the poster is grainy. So if you were a participant, and we're going to do this analysis tonight, if you were a participant and you see someone, dia course macam ni kan, supposed to be powerful lah, and is grainy, look at it from a customer experience perspective lah. Okay, would you sign up? If you say yes, then fine. But
Yeah,
if
but the guy say he top course provider what?
I don't know. I have no idea. All I'm saying is, look at it from a customer perspective.
Top course provider.
Would you sign up? And how can you make it certain, or you make it easier for people to want to sign up? So we'll talk about that tonight as well.
Ayo. Course content.
All right. So now, remember I said this is what it looks like. And that's important, because this is only what it looks like from the public page. Kita belum login lagi tau. We have not logged in yet. This is only what it looks like on public page. But before we log in, I want to show you these resources. So if you go here and you click on this, you get guidelines for how to register as an individual. That means you want to be a Malaysian who wants to learn for free. It's a PDF. If you click on that, okay, it guides you through this. Okay, individual login registration, the dashboard, the menu. Okay, so I won't bother you with this. I'll just show you that's what it looks like. If you go to guideline course provider, and then you get this. So you are a training provider, or you are a trainer, you want to submit your course for approval, Siap ada process flow lagi semua dekat sini. Okay, so you download this one. If and this one is post-training report and e-certificate. If you register this course, you also have to provide a post-training report to HRDC, and you also have to issue the e-certificate through the portal itself, which they have not released guidelines yet how to do this. So we'll check that out when it comes to it lah.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Okay, so the e-certificate, right? That means that we provide the e-certificate into this platform, and would it be automatically they will generate the e-certificate to them, or kita kena send them each individual?
Okay, I will be sending them individual, but HRDC NTW will also have a generated certificate. When you, and I'll show you later, when you click on completed. So when the participants register, they will appear as pending. And then when you approve, baru nama dia kira diterima lah into your registration. When they attend the course, this is the difficult part. You actually have to take attendance. And the people who attended your course, you go back to the portal, you click completed. So these people will enter into NTW punya record as having completed the course. And then they'll get their e-certificate.
Yep.
So they'll get the certificate from NTW. But it won't have my logo on it. So I also intend to give them mine.
It won't have the logo, our logo.
It won't have the NTW logo lah.
So that's why you're sending it individually lah.
Macam e-latih lah.
Okay, so that's why you are sending yours individually.
Yes.
So you can send whatever you want to send.
Because when they register, they give you the email addresses.
Okay.
Right. So once you click complete in the portal and you submit the post-course report, then NTW will give them the certificates that automatically generated. And I don't know what it is. All I know is if it's like the 𝗂𝗏 punya. So if you go on the 𝗂𝗏 website under HRD and you go for some of the free courses, you get a nice certificate which is signed by Dato'. Interesting.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to see some questions. Hazim says, can internship students join the training? If they are Malaysian, yes. I don't know if they can check with Malaysian or not, but the answer is yes, boleh. So he's promoted.
I don't think we can they can stop anyone.
I don't think they can stop anyone because they tak pakai IC number, I think.
Ada.
I don't remember giving my IC number when I registered. But you know, guys, if you know of it, please tell me. Leona says the NTW logo, image size, yes. Here's the challenge, right? If you do that, when you log into the website, you will see that the image gets squished. Right? So you have to make a choice. Either you're going to do this ratio or you're going to do a square. I recommend a square. Yes, so I'll share with you a little bit later. All right. Thank you for the questions. Leona, did you raise your hand for the question or because you already commented?
Yeah, I raised my hand for a question because you mentioned earlier when people register for our course, we get their email addresses. Did I hear correctly?
That's right. You get the email addresses.
Are we allowed to? Do we have their consent to use that as leads? Like if we want to send additional information afterwards to them?
I do not know about that. All I know is that they have freely given their email addresses. So for you to contact them to arrange their attendance.
I'm gonna assume.
Yes.
Since like what you said, they are giving us their email freely, and we are going to communicate with them, and as per sending them the e-certificate or something of that sort, I guess we are okay to touch base with them. I'm just assuming.
I don't know the legality of it, but they have already entered into the form all that information. So I assume this is what is that thing called permission marketing? So Hani, you have a comment.
Yeah, I do. So when we look at the list of registrations on our site, kan? Those who have already registered with our program or workshop, we inside the portal too, we can download the list. We can download the email address too.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah,
you have to.
yeah. So you memang boleh download, and it will and you can save that. So my perspective is that it behaves like as if it's a permission marketing. It behaves in such a way that it allows you to do that. So I suppose you may, but that's my personal opinion lah. Otherwise, then I'm sure if it's not, then there might some other prompters that will not allow you to do that. But it behaves in such a way that you can download the name list of those who have registered like a database.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, because Nazreen, sorry, just to add on to that, because I was thinking if we have this email addresses, right? And we, I was just wondering if we're allowed to use them as leads. For example, if we have our own newsletter, kita nak hantar email like, thank you for joining this course during NTW. My upcoming course is going to be blah blah. Would you be interested? Click here to learn more. If you would like to, stop receiving these emails, click here instead. Something like that. Maybe I'm thinking from a marketing
I don't know about the legality of it.
Yeah.
What I have done is, for those who have registered, I give them a WhatsApp group link, so for them to join. I will not be using the emails after that. Before I close the WhatsApp group, after all the classes, I will invite them if they want to anything in the future. But I do have an ulterior motive. I'll share that with you a little bit later. So mostly people don't open up their emails as much as they do WhatsApps. So I'm going to say everybody has to decide what they want to do with it. Just don't bother people, huh?
Thank you.
All right. Shall we proceed? Okay, so let's go to the individual login first. You need to, even if you're a course provider, I recommend you register as an individual so that you know what it looks like. Okay, so you register with your email address, your password. If you don't, then you have to register from scratch lah. So this is what mine looks like when I go in. Okay, so applied courses. Nazreen has applied for any courses. I have no time to go for any of the courses so far. I've not found anything that interests me yet, unfortunately. Sorry, Tuazman.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you
No
click on
worries.
courses, now here's where it gets weird.
Tak nampak, Nazreen.
Oh, sorry. I'm sharing the wrong one. So let me go do that.
There you go.
Okay,
Yeah,
so individual login. And now we come in. Okay, so as you can see, all of that is there. Now there's something weird that happens to the posters. If your poster follows the dimensions that Leona mentioned tadi kan, it gets squished. Okay, like this. But if your poster is square to begin with, it shows up perfectly in the preview. Okay, so this is what happens, it gets squished. Everything gets squished. But if you log out and I don't understand dia punya coding lah. If you log out of this website and you access only the public version, that dimension is correct. So what I've done is I've done my posters all in squares, because now think about this brother buat kan. This is AdSense. Oh, AdSense. So AdSense. Look at that, beautiful kan? It's a square poster. Versus what was the dimensions tadi, Leona? It was 629 times 432 kan?
629, 432.
Yeah, I experimented with it.
Sorry.
And actually, it's not, that is the minimum tau. 629 432 tu is very small. The picture will pecah. So you have to double it up. It's actually height I use 13 something. What is 9? 1358 or something like that. So it's actually double up. Don't use 629 times 432, which you'll find in the chat, because the representation here is too big. So the picture becomes blurry.
I think, can I just add, Nazreen? Because a lot of us probably create posters using Canva kan. You just buat macam you create poster untuk Instagram punya feed.
Yes.
Square kan. Just guna tu je lah kot.
Okay. Also want to be careful. Not everybody is as tech savvy as you. So, all I'll say is just make it square. That's the easiest way. Make it square, because most of the time they will be logged in, not logged out. So when you click on courses here and you search, you can use macam biasa you search outside or inside. Mine I have categorized under human resources. So let's see how far I have to scroll before I find my own course. Nothing. So go to page 2. Also, there's something weird about the coding. If you scroll down and then you go to page 2, it stays at the bottom of the page. So just be aware of that. Tak jumpa, still cannot find mine. So what do I have to do? Let's see if I can search and actually find. I put my company name in, tak jumpa. Let's see if I can find learning. Also
masa mula-mula buka dulu kan Nazrin.
Masa mula-mula
You
buka.
punya poster, you buka-buka je, you nampak poster you tau. Sekarang ni dah tenggelam.
Now dah tak jumpa dah. So I guess if you register fast, okay, you get yours on top lah. But is it popular? Is mine popular? See, gone. Cannot find it anymore. Maybe I go to number 5.
Nazrin, I search one of your program, gamification, baru I jumpa you.
Baru jumpa?
Yes, I pun try that.
Pun tak jumpa.
Right? Dah hilang dah?
Yeah, this is weird. It sometimes does this. So here's the thing I'm going to mention right now. The reason why we did this tonight is not just for you to register, but also Hani is going to show you how do you give your leads, your future participants, direct access to register rather than go in here and search. Because if they search, there's no confirmation that they're going to find you. Okay, so questions before we go into the course provider login. If you have questions, please ask me now.
Sorry, maybe I missed the earlier part, but I'm just curious, like when we click, for example, the skill area kat sebelah kiri tu kan, how do they show the top courses, the courses on the first page of the search results?
Like this?
Dia course yang paling terbaru ke terkini ke yang dia akan show dulu macam tu ke?
I have no idea. Every time I do it, somebody else pops up. Okay, so now this is ET punya, ET call, conduct interview like a pro, and he also because I think I told him about it. Yeah, I told him about it. I told him to do a square poster. So that's why it looks nice. So tadi kita okay, let's go engineering. Wow, there's no engineering courses.
Ada engineering.
Hotel tourism, cloud architecture, accounting, finance, nothing. Aviation, creativity, innovation, ada. Top course provider lagi. Education and training, ada. Engineering, tak ada. Food and beverage, nothing. So guys, you have an opportunity to be the only ones in this category if your course has anything to do with food and beverage. Hotel and tourism,
tourism pun tak ada.
Boleh.
Human resources juga, everybody wants this one.
I think I'm going to go into the tourism.
Journalism tak ada, language and linguistics, law tak ada.
Psychology?
No, it falls under human resources.
Human resources.
Okay, management ada. Management and strategic management. Manufacturing tak ada. Marketing and sales, nothing. Wow. Medical healthcare. Maybe it's too early lah because the week is in June. So maybe it's still too early.
Tapi last year by this time kan dah penuh dah Nazrin. Last year.
Okay, safety and health ada. Ada berapa? Safety and health, wow, there's five pages worth. Not bad. But engineering, nothing. Security and armed forces, nothing. So guys, if you want to be, soft skill.
Apa saja?
Apa pasal? Okay, this is out of my control, but it looks like everybody has clicked or selected on human resources for to categorize their courses.
Mungkin dia tak explore kot yang belah bawah-bawah tu. Dia nampak human resource, dia letak human resource.
Possible.
Also, if I can add, Nazrin.
Yes, doctor.
I think probably many TPs would have selected human resources thinking that their target market, the HR managers, CHROs, would want to observe what's offered in human resources category first.
That is a good. In fact, that's why I did it as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Possibility.
Great minds think alike. But it also means that there's opportunities in all the other labels because many people are not using it. Okay, good. Any other questions before we log out of this and log back in as a course provider. Okay, let's go. So log out. Now log in as course provider. Once again, I'm not going to teach you how to register as a course provider. You should have that. So your company ID and your 𝗏𝗏𝗏 password. Or let's look at this. So you can also register if you're a non-registered member, organizations not registered with HRD Corp. Okay, so download from the resources tab tadi, or as individuals. Okay, so new here, sign up here. Non-registered member, also sign up here. But because I am a registered member, so I'll be using my company ID and the password provided to me. Let's log in. Okay, this is the dashboard. It is very simple. It has 4 things on the left-hand menu: dashboard, courses, published courses, and venue. This was added recently. So if I were to click on courses, you get to see the 4 courses that I have published. Okay, so the first one I did was on the 23rd of, the first one I did was on the 18th of April. I submitted that. It's L&D Made Easy. And then the others a little bit later. I thought satu cukup lah. Then I started getting curious. I asked my HR friends, hey, what topics you want to hear if I ran this? And they started to give me a whole list. And I go, okay, let's do this. So I selected 4 that I felt comfortable doing, and I've done before. L&D Made Easy, Know Thyself, which is about psychometrics, and not about the deep detailed psychometrics. I target the HR people who want to know a blend of different types. Those that I myself teach, those that I myself certified in, and then gamification, and then learning culture, about how do you create a learning culture in your organization. So that's what this looks like. It's repeated under published courses. And currently, the first one, L&D Made Easy, sudah penuh. I set to 100 because of Zoom, kan? Which means that I will be treating it more like a like a webinar than a 4-hour webinar. I have no idea how to do activities, but that's my fault. Don't follow me if you cannot or you don't want to. This one, second one, Know Thyself, is filling up nicely. There's 4 more spaces left, but this is actually the week after, so I should be focusing on gamification. I need to raise my game here because there's only 45 people so far. All right, so I cannot click on applications because when I click on applications, you will see the names of the participants and you will also see their email addresses, which I will not be able to show on this recording. Okay, so all I need you to do is when you log in, okay, you need to be able to see the difference between the courses tab and the published courses tab, because the published courses tab is where all of the applications are. So what I can do is, because this 100 is the process lah, when I click on this, there's nothing there. You know why? Because this is all dah kosong. The status and pending. If I click on approved, you will see all 100 names. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you come in here. Now, as Hani was saying tadi, you can download, kan? I don't understand why NTW does this. Bila ada nama sampai on this page, they will show only 15 names.
Yeah.
When you click download, okay, it only downloads that 15 names.
Then you have to repeat.
Then you have to click on this arrow here, go to the next page and download another 15. You get Excel spreadsheets across the board. Okay, so I suppose they assume that your class will be like 15 people or 30 people large. Yeah, they don't assume that you'll be Nazrin, kan? Go all the way up to 100 people. So that is my fault. I'm menyusahkan diri. Although I wonder why they designed it that way. Okay, so what questions do you have so far before we walk you through how to submit registration for a course? Please ask me now. Is that a question?
I have a question. If you look on the left side, right, you have courses and published courses.
Yes.
So courses are sort of like those that you're still working on or drafting the?
No, courses are those that you have submitted to NTW for approval.
All right.
Okay, so unless they approve, it will not appear under published courses. It just so happens all have been approved. So when you look at courses and you look at published courses, they're exactly the same.
I see. Thank
Right?
you.
But if you submit a new course for, let's just say, you want to create a new course again. So maybe here you can have 10 5 have been approved, but here you can only have 5 because the other 5 have not. Does that make sense? These are the ones that have been approved and are open for registration.
Right.
Okay, so let's do this together. New course submission. But before we go new course submission, let me show you what it looks like for the old course. So if I click on edit, okay, you have your COID, your training provider name, person in charge, phone number. That's yours. That's yours. So the participants will know who to contact if they have any issues. It's published on your course page. Then you click on next, and this is your course title. I don't know if you can see this very clearly because it's in Zoom. Your course title, your start and end date, which you can select, like you select from your, when you buy an airplane ticket. And then your training mode, whether it's classroom, physical classroom, e-learning, blended hybrid, coaching, or ROT, which is remote online training or / virtual training. Oh, that's new. Okay. So maximum participants, you can go down, you can go up. I put all the this one. This is new, guys. When last week when I created these courses, estimated training fee dengan total estimated training fee, these fields did not exist. This is new.
Okay.
Ini baru.
No wonder we were talking about it last week.
So estimated training fee per participant, I think I can change this later on. Tak apalah, not now. All I'm saying is this did not exist last week. Now they've added in. Target audience, you can choose preschool children, teenagers, young adults, graduates, professionals, senior citizens. I, of course, chose professionals. Skill areas, I chose human resources, and of course, put in the trainer name. Start time is 2 o'clock. Duration is 4 hours, finishes at 6. So I'm doing 4 half days. 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning for the morning session, 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock for the second session. Learning culture will be on the 29th, 2 weeks from now, from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Then we go to the next. This is where you need to put in your course outline. I don't recommend too much, but I also don't recommend too little. About 300 words max should be okay for both sides. Okay, here is the overview, and they have given you a template to work with. And that template is course overview, target audience, trainer information, program details. On the right-hand side, course content, just like a course outline, the description, the learning objectives, the topics covered, and the method of delivery. Okay, now, if you look at this and you say, apa, Nazrin, what kind of formatting you did? I'm telling you, I press enter banyak kali to separate this, right, like that, but it always came back to this. So tak jalan. So the formatting does not work. The only formatting that works is the bold and maybe underline and maybe, but the paragraphing is nonsense. So I just say, just let it go lah. You're gonna have this as well. Just let it go. So the question is, how do I do this? Well, if you have the time, you can write lah. But if you don't have the time, then use ChatGPT lah. Question, tell me in the chat, how many people know how to use ChatGPT, yes or no? Give me a yes or no right now. Because if you say no, I'm going to skip. If you say yes, I'm going to skip. If anybody says no, then I'll spend a couple of minutes. Okay, yes, no?
Yes, no.
𝗂𝗵𝗲, you are expert ChatGPT. You are AI expert, don't know that. So I'm not, I won't skip over, I'll just show you what I did. Okay, so this is Nazrin's laziness lah. I want to run a 4-hour virtual class for HR professional learning and development fundamental HR practitioners. Write for me a 200-word brief overview that includes For trainer information, use this. So I put in what I want to appear in trainer information, and it shot this out. And what do? I check, okay, is it okay? If it's okay, if it's not okay, I edit first, and then I copy and put into, I got lost, where am I? Here. I put it into here, the left side course overview. Okay, and then now write me a 300-word description of the content in this class that includes class description, learning objectives, topics covered, and method delivery. And it spat this out. Okay, this is the original. I didn't like some of this, and it didn't match what I wanted to teach. So eventually I edited first, and then I put in. Okay, So copy and paste here. And when you're done there, you're almost good to go. Click on next. You have here option to put in any files, extra files you want. So I put in my profile in PDF form and my company profile. So my individual profile and my company profile, that is appended into the course page. They can download that, they can read that. Okay. If you don't mind, paste the prompt over here, please. Goodness. Baiklah. But my prompt is mine. What lah?
Dia nak format tu.
Yelah. You figure it out yourself nantilah. Huh? Okay. So this is the prompt I used for the course overview. And let's see. This is the prompt on the same line. Jangan buka a new chat. This is the prompt I use for the class description.
Nazrin, before you exit yang part ni, nanti we go back to one part of the registration.
Boleh?
I wanted to share my own experience about one part of the page tu.
Can. So I'm almost done. This is the banner image. It says here, oh, please upload any photo of resolution 330 pixels by 200 pixels. Bohong eh. That's too small. You must double it up. But when I experimented, I was horrified. All my posters got squished. So then I decided tak payah buat square saja. So I've been squaring it all the while. So once you're done, click submit, and you have to wait a day or so. They will send you an email to say that your course has been approved. But until you do that, okay, let's cancel this. Until you do that, then your status here will be, oh, sorry, your status will be pending over here instead of published. So you can see it says published here. Okay? All right, so that is basically how you run through it. Hani, where would you like to go?
Masa yang registration for the course, you
Masa new course submission ke?
Course submission.
You want to see mine, or do we want to go through
Yang
new one?
tadi tu, yang you
Yang tadi tu, okay.
Okay. So based from my experience kan, you see the course provider, my co-editor, okay, fine, and then provider name, fine. Person in charge ni, selalunya akan keluar your company's name. But
Yes.
person in charge email ni gotta be careful, because dalam it depends on who you put the name in your 𝗓𝗏𝗔.
Oh.
Okay,
Dalam
good,
you punya
good.
𝗓𝗏𝗔. So macam
Has to be the
katakan,
person, because this was automatically populated for me tau.
ya, sebab you tak ada banyak orang. You tak banyak orang yang in charge. So there's you and maybe, you know,
Me and me.
and you.
I'm
Kan?
chief everything officer of my company.
Everything Muhammad Nazrin Wahab ialah the entire officer of the company kan, sebab you tak ramai. Jadi kalau macam contohnya macam we have a few people yang keluar tu, it depends on who you register dalam 𝗓𝗏𝗔. My own experience, I don't know yang orang lain. Contohnya person in charge email ni dia akan keluar one of my associate, sebab dia kerja dia ialah untuk membuat entry all kinds of stuff. So we put in the 𝗓𝗏𝗔 dia as a officer in charge, and me as the trainer, and of course the at management level. So bila dia masuk kat sini, I tak boleh tukar.
Oh.
I tak boleh tukar. Dia you boleh tukar dekat person in charge email.
You need to shower, right? You want to shower, right?
Who want to shower?
Who wants to shower? But the problem will be this, Nazrin, when you dah tulis you punya course content apa benda semua tu, towards the end you dah upload apa semua, and then you need to send, right?
Yes.
It will refuse to do that. It will say that there is something wrong with the email.
Right.
And that's the reason why. Jadi for those of you who have registered with 𝗓𝗏𝗔, pergi masuk kat dalam tu, tengok apa yang boleh ditukar. Kalau tak, then it will be a problem like what I have encountered. So how I did to get around this was to reroute the email.
Okay.
and also change. So I have two options. Either I change the email, which will impact a lot of things inside my 𝗓𝗏, or I will reroute the email, which is the easier option. So
I guess
that's
there's another way of doing it. Register as an individual.
yes, that's
Yeah.
true. Yes, that's true. Or non-registered provider like what we did last year.
Yeah.
So there's a few ways to go about lah. It depends lah kan macam mana you nak manage benda tu. Tu nak cakap je lah, because sometimes when you don't know, when you forget what's inside the 𝗓𝗏 tu, and then you go and wonder apa pasal aku tak boleh nak submit. Itulah sebabnya.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. So this one was also added recently, venue. Now venue is if you as a training provider or you as a venue provider would like, you don't want to contribute a cost, but you are contribute a venue. So you can actually submit here. You can add your own venue. It says venue name, venue type. Is it a hall, convention center, amphitheater, community center, meeting room, training center? Ya Allah. Others, computer lab, and then maximum capacity was a number. Venue amenities you can add in. Venue availability, what are the dates? This is weird though, because I guess, and they even spelled availability wrong, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The start date, end date, I guess this is not just for one venue. Let's just say you have one venue, but there's only free on certain dates. You can submit berkali-kali lah. You have to add this again and again and again.
Yeah, this tab is new. Last year tak ada.
Yes, this is also new. So you can go half day, full day, first half, second half. Interesting. The first half is okay, interesting. Your location information, person in charge, and then submit lah. So I don't have a venue and I've never used this before, but it's good to know if you have a venue and you want to ni lah. Okay. If you need a venue, you can go to venue booking. Okay.
Tapi tak ada lagi.
Ada lagi lah, because sorry, my mistake. If you have submitted here, okay, then you will have venue booking here. People will book from you. Okay. So let's see. I want to try something. Just in front of everyone, I want to try something. Let's see if it works.
Cari the venue kan. You nak book venue kan.
Yes.
Sebab baru tu, masa I register tak ada lagi.
City location. I don't see venue here. Unless maybe if I put classroom code. If I put classroom, does venue appear? Yes, now venue. Okay, now venue appears. So it can be NTW venue or it can be own venue. So kalau NTW venue, invalid validation.
Mana sebab tak ada lagi.
Tak ada lagi.
Tak ada lagi means what? What do you mean by
No, I have not filled in. I have not filled in all of this. So I don't want to edit mine. Nanti I don't know what's going to happen if I edit mine instead. Right, so check it out, guys. I'm walking you guys through the basics here tonight. All right, so we're done inside here. What questions do you have for me?
Actually, I'm going back a little bit tadi.
Go ahead.
I sempat nak tanya. Tadi when we were talking about ChatGPT itu kan, right? You showed me this example and all that sort of stuff, and then you said use the same line. Maknanya,
I said use the same line.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So ChatGPT, each of these, okay, are different conversations you're having with the AI. Okay, so within that one conversation, as long as you maintain that line, it remembers the conversation.
Then, lepas tu,
but if you go and take this one, now write for me a 300-word description of the content in this class, okay, and you start a new conversation, it's going to get confused.
Okay.
Okay, so new chat, it's going to hallucinate. Tiba-tiba cerita human psychology lah, apa benda ni. You see that?
Dia tak capture the previous conversation.
Yeah, because it doesn't know what you're talking about, so it hallucinates.
So you jangan buka chat baru.
Jangan pendek kata, keep it in the same discussion lah, the same conversation, so it knows what you're referring to. 𝗏𝗏, does it answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leona.
Yes, Leona.
can we set off a cut-off date for the course registration?
I don't think so. I've not seen a field there anywhere.
Sebab I tanya, because let's say for example when you check, oh ada 30 orang apa ni register, so you design your training to be, you know, to cater the best to 30 people. Suddenly closer to the date, tiba ada 100 orang macam your case.
No.
Cannot.
You decide. Okay. So macam ni. Let's go back here kan. That 100 orang tu I decided. Okay, so let's go to courses. Okay, when you go next, there. Maximum participant 100. But if you decide 30, then 30 saja can sign up.
I see. All right.
Yeah.
So when you submitted that course, you might choose 100 because you were prepared to actually hold a webinar, is it?
No, when I submitted it was 30. And then Nazrin started hallucinating and I turned it all to 100. Leona, you know me again, so don't follow me.
I am not surprised. Thank you.
I'm going to torture myself doing this, but it's going to be fun.
Nazrin's other name, Nazrin's second names are why not?
Why not? I don't recommend. I don't recommend 100.
Nazrin, why not?
Buatlah 30 saja. And also because my Zoom can fit 100, so I go why not?
Yeah, and why not, right? Why not?
Now I have to think about how am I going to manage activities for 100 people. I've done it before. It's not I've not done it before virtually.
Yeah, but it's kind of tough.
Itulah. Dah lama tak buat kan, it'll be fun. Thank you for the question. Any other questions, guys?
Ada satu soalan ni, Nazrin, from Izzuddin.
Yes.
On booking venue.
Booking venue. Izzuddin, can you turn on your microphone? I'm not sure if I understand this correctly.
Oh, okay. Sorry. But then tadi ada function on booking venue kan? So meaning that kalau training provider tu ada venue, tempat ke training room ke apa, dia boleh advertise, betul?
Dia boleh masukkan dalam sistem.
Okay, but then since NTW
orang
ni,
lain.
Okay, but then since NTW ni seems macam free kan?
Yes.
So does that include the venue as well?
The venue has to be free.
Kita open free as well lah. Okay. Thank you.
So if you have a venue that's lying empty and you want to offer it up for another trainer to run an NTW course, you can complementarily offer it. So yes, it's free. Thank you. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Okay, cool. So let's go back to this, and we're coming up very quickly to Kahani's part. We've already seen how to do this, and this is my question to you, Kan. You have to be very clear who you want to attend. At the beginning of the night, I said, please come with an open heart, a sincere heart, with no expectations. However, you do want to have targets. And my target is this. I have a series of certifications that I'm running in August to December, 6 certifications. Last year, I did pretty well with them, but for freelance trainers. This time, I want to aim for in-house trainers. So I have 6 courses that I can certify people to run. That means I teach you how to run my courses. I certify you as a facilitator. You now own the course. You don't pay me royalties, don't pay me licensing fees. Go and do. Okay, so we now have 75 facilitators in Malaysia who can run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. I've lost count. 5 of my courses: a leadership course, a problem-solving course, a communication course, critical and creative thinking course, and a design thinking course. So now they are certified to do that. That was last year. This year, I want to target in-house trainers at a different price, of course, a HRDC claimable price. So I thought, how do I get into in-house trainers? Where is the gatekeeper? And the gatekeeper in my mind is HR people. So I thought, let's use the NTW to target HR people, get as many HR people to come in so that they get to know me, and then I can also start seeding. Tapi, don't do any hard sell, because last year there was a lot of complaints that the course was all hard sell. The course was all hard sell. So I'm running this as sincerely as possible with no expectations, tapi targeted lah. Okay, makan mesti makan tau. Cinta mesti cinta, makan kena makan. So at the minimum, I help HR people to understand L&D. Because a lot of HR people tell me, Nazri, we don't understand learning and development. I say, how is that possible? Because rupa-rupanya L&D and HR are two different things. You know what people say, HR is not your friend, but L&D will always celebrate you when you win. So there's a lot of people, my HR friends say, I would really like to know this and this and this and this. And I said, okay, that's interesting. So I came up with 4 topics based on their queries to me. Nazrin, ini apa, ini apa, ini apa. And I said, okay, let's test this out. So those numbers that you got, that you saw just now, were not from the NTW punya portal. It was me asking my HR friends to share in their HR WhatsApp groups. That's where most of those registrations came from. So I found that it works, and I recommend that you do the same as well. Okay. So who do you want to attend? What is your purpose? That is what's driving you to do this. And what's your objective? So my purpose is I want to give back to HR, educate them. But the objective at the end, jadi ke tak jadi, itu kerja Tuhan, is for them to see that, oh, there are facilitator certification programs I can send my in-house trainers to. And I'll tell you right now, right? I've already gotten people WhatsApping me and emailing me from the course context there, inquiring about my courses. They were like, oh, can I send my people to this dapat certificate? And oh, by the way, Mr. Nazrin, what courses do you run? And I'm like, whoa, interesting. And best part is I got one today, and I shared into the MBTA WhatsApp group. I got one today where she was willing to go all the way. So tomorrow I'm going to bring to my boss your course outline. We're going to discuss it. Wow. Not much effort, not much time spent, and yet already one of these. So if out of 100 registration, dapat one of these, okay lah. I'll say that. So hopefully I've managed to sell you on the idea. So please make use of the opportunity. Yeah. Okay. Now let's talk about the poster. This, I went through several iterations, and I got feedback from my HR friends and stuff like that. They said, when we go in, we see your poster squish. Doesn't look nice one. So I said, okay. I think I uploaded this poster like 6 or 7 times, and they say, hey, when we see, and true, when you go into the NTW website, you cannot see the date. You cannot even see the time. You don't even know whether it's face-to-face or virtual. It's not mentioned there in the preview. So I say, okay, make sure you put the date, you put the time, you put the interaction. So Zoom, very clear. When you come in, you see, okay, I know. Also, a lot of the other posters, dia pakai, what's the word?
PowerPoint.
Yes, PowerPoint, and they put a lot of words. It's like a, you know, have you gone on the highway and then you see the billboard? The billboard has so many words, nobody reads it. It's like that. It's like that. So focus on making big words, okay, and make it readable so that it's like TikTok. When people scroll, they see immediately. So I recommend make it nice and bright and colorful, and do not use serif fonts. Okay, serif fonts are those fonts that are fancy, macam Times New Roman, macam Palatino, those fonts with tails, like you see in newspapers. Use sans serif fonts like Arial or Verdana, Calibri, things that you know, they show up well, and it captures the eye very easily. That's all my. Excuse me.
Minum. Banyak cakap.
Okay.
Dah lama dah.
Cakap. Okay. In terms of the descriptions, I think we talked about it just now. Keep it nice and crisp. I think, thinking back now, I think mine pun agak banyak. So don't follow me. And also the text formatting is crap. Just let it go. Okay. Sharing tips. What I have done is I've gone and got the direct enrollment link from the public site, not from the login site. Because if you do the login site, they will, when they click on it, it will only take them to the main page.
Yeah.
Because they have to log in first. Dia macam Facebook. Have you ever had a situation where somebody gave you a Facebook link, and then you click on the link and you were not signed into Facebook? It brought you to facebook.com, right? The front page. It's like that. So they have to log in first before they see that link. So my recommendation, after you publish your course, sign in as an individual, go and look for that course, get that link. Okay, so then you use that to publish. However, what some people have done is they've given the course title, and they say go into NTW and search for this course title. I've seen that happen as well. Sorry, Hani, you're saying?
Yeah, from inside, not from external site.
Ya, betul.
The link.
But if you don't want to confuse people, can do what I did. So like I said, if you publish more than one class, what you can do is, and if you have a website, and if you don't have a website, why don't you have a website? I wonder.
Ada kan tak ada website? Ada kot.
Ada. Okay. So what I did was, on my website, on the front page, okay, I have this, I want to know more. Also on the top banner, I created a whole page inside my website, which tells them exactly how to sign up. Okay, so step 1 is click here to create NTW profile. Step 2, click here to sign in to NTW. And then step 3, barulah come and register for any of these.
Kelas cantik sangat.
Okay, so mind you, when they register, they only give you their email addresses. You still have to send an email to them to invite them to your Zoom or to your venue. So it's not automatic. They dapat. The NTW only gives you leads saja. So you have to continue on your own. All right.
So you did this on your website, Yanni? What you're showing us?
Yes, I did this on my website.
Wow, this
cantik
is
kan?
Wow.
Memang classy.
Kelas je.
Kelas je.
Bagus. Okay.
And then they click here, automatically they register lah, because you've already put the link there lah.
Yes.
𝗵𝗶𝗶.
So if you click on this, you go to the NTW page. After that, come back here and then you sign in. After that, then you can register.
Why do you want to come back here? Why can't you
Adalah,
go
not come back here. Just make sure they sign in first. Because I had a friend who WhatsApp me and said, "How come I cannot register? I cannot register your course." I said, "Did you sign into the NTW page?" Oh, not yet.
Oh, so they have to sign into the
They
NTW
have to
page,
sign in first. Yes.
Kalau kita bagi dia the link pun, like what you said, copy the link, give it to them, they cannot sign in.
They still cannot enroll. They still have to sign in first.
So they have to sign in regardless.
Yeah, it's not as complicated, but just have to clarify for them. And the fact that 100 people signed up means they got it right lah.
Understood.
Okay, so I have a few more things to share with you, and that is management. Participants will register. You will not get any notifications, no email notification, no WhatsApp, nothing. You have to go into the portal every day, tengok ada berapa orang, and then you have to manually approve them, and then download their emails, and then send them the invite via emails. Okay, so for virtual classes, I thought of creating a Google Calendar with Zoom, and then just add their email addresses. I don't recommend that if you're doing virtual classes, because why? Then they can forward that link to other people. So instead, for Zoom, I recommend you give them a registration link. Where they have to register, they will get a unique Zoom link that only one person will be able to come in. Because if Zoom especially boleh masuk 100 orang saja. If they keep passing around to other people, then they'll be taking the opportunity away from others who actually did register. Okay, that's all from me. What questions do you have before I hand over to Hani? Okay, looks like everyone understands. Hani, all yours.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm just looking at time. I plan to do this just to share a few more tips, I suppose. So selepas Nazrin share all the beautiful content on how to register your classes and the tips and tricks on the poster and all that, I suppose where I come in is to help you guys. I'm very sure all of you are quite familiar with your own social media, but here I wanted to share with you what has worked for me as well as quite a number of my friends. The question is, so how do you want to advertise this, and where do you want to advertise all of your courses, right? So macam I have a few platforms that I normally use. I don't have many, but two of my main shops, it's Facebook as well as LinkedIn. I'm very active on LinkedIn. That's my main shop, and of course WhatsApp. Yeah, so WhatsApp ni you have your own groups and or your Telegram and all that. So it depends. For example, if you have registered your own program, you also want to make sure that your clients and your network wants to register for your event. Jadi kat sini, my suggestion is macam I will use two platform, key platform, which is LinkedIn and also WhatsApp. So for me, I have about 5 main WhatsApp group. I don't know about Nazrin. Nazrin rasa macam banyak je. I know of a friend who has something like 20 plus Telegram. Telegram I dah tak ada. After it hit about 800 participant, it gets a little bit wonky. And also it opens up possibility of scammers to get into Telegram. So I deleted it and shifted it to WhatsApp groups. So right now, I'm only maintaining about 5 of my learning L&D groups under WhatsApp. Sekiranya you have opted to use LinkedIn, and I know this for a fact, a lot of people have an account with LinkedIn, but they don't really know the technicalities behind it. Tonight, I'm not going to share with you about the technicalities, but enough for me to suggest that if you want to share this in your LinkedIn, you ada, I would say, the optimal posting frequency. Do not bombard your network with too many, and I'm suggesting you do this between 2 to 5 times per week for visibility and engagement. What it will do is that when you start posting on LinkedIn between 2 to 5 times, and what it does is that the algorithm at the back will kick in and making sure that your news feed gets into your network. Kalau you tak pernah post, contohnya tak pernah post selama ni ada account, tapi you become like a stalker tau. So ada masalah sikit. That's why you need to at least post a few times within that week so that it pushes or it prompts the algorithm to make sure that it says, Hani punya page ni ada orang, and it's hidup lah. Alright, timing is key. So again, you know, the technicality is that there are two side of things. Some people say anytime is a good time, whatever, but based from my own experience, there are a few days that has worked better than other days, and these are the Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And the timing pun ialah between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Some would say, you know, why can't I post at 8 a.m.? It's okay, you nak post whatever time pun tak apa. Cumanya, macam Nazrin kata tadi, who is your target? Who is your target? Kalau katakan ramai target you ni yang memang contohnya naik train. So naik train that is very early in the morning. What they do is that they usually whip up their phone and check their LinkedIn. So this is the kind of target that you want, and you need to post early in the morning so that while they commute, they can bacalah you punya posting tu. And then the next one ni ialah WhatsApp. So optimal posting janganlah buat hari-hari nanti orang marah. 2 to 5 times a week also for visibility is good. Jangan spam macam email, and group size matters. Some group is very large. Contohnya ada sampai beratus-ratus, about 100, 200 and all that. So frequency tu is very important. For those who are in groups yang below 100, you can do like once, twice a week without overwhelming everyone. Okay, kalau tak nanti orang kata spamming. Timing for WhatsApp, there is no perfect timing. Some obviously only have timing at night to do all this posting. My suggestion is you don't do the posting late at night unless you know that your little group has put a silent mode after 9 o'clock contohnya. Sebab dia macam I don't really silent my phone at night, so it goes ding 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 ding. Kadang ada yang yang dia tak boleh nak tidur malam pukul 3 pun ding 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 juga. So be mindful over the fact that you're going to post all of this, especially pre-cursing to the National Training Week, because I'm very sure all of us are very excited to share you punya program. Jadi just be mindful over the fact that people need to sleep lah. So LinkedIn ni macam kata tadi, for visibility you need to do that. Okay, so any question on posting on your social media? Tak ada? Okay.
Kak Hani,
Ya saya.
Hi, Leona here. So
Hey.
can I check with you in terms of in your experience LinkedIn dengan WhatsApp kan, the audience type would be different, is it? Ataupun because I don't know, like your LinkedIn your WhatsApp group, is it like a group of fellow trainers ke, your past clients ke, macam mana tu? Is there any difference in the type of audience for this?
Yes. So macam yang dalam you punya group tu, you know your own groups, right? So there's the L&D group lah, the HR group lah, your coaching group lah, whatsoever. So for me, when I do blast out content macam ni, I go into offensive mode. So maknanya I cast my net big. So whoever is in the group tu dapatlah message daripada I. Okay, because I want to make sure, because I don't know. I don't know whether they can want to share or not, but I will assume that these are all the nice people that I know. They will obviously share. So last year punya success story for me, when I first joined National Training Week, all of our classes were fully packed, 100 each of class, and I ran it for a couple of weeks. Because they were so nice people, they shared all of this, they shared all the link and all that. But and it's just through two platforms. One is WhatsApp, the other one is through LinkedIn. So balik pada soalan you tu, yes, WhatsApp group may have a bit more focus group, only you tahu. But LinkedIn, you are opening up the pool to many others. So you might get people who are not in your target market, because they are curious over the title, because they see that you punya newsfeed to keep on appearing on their newsfeed, because dah ramai register, jadi dia akan sentiasa feed tu akan pass through dia orang punya newsfeed. So that's the reason why I suggested that you post at least 2 ke 5 kali dalam seminggu tu. Did I answer you?
Yes, Kak. Terima kasih.
Okay, sama-sama. All right. Any other question on posting and frequency on your social media? Anyone here who is using Instagram tak to become diorang punya main shop? Anyone here using Instagram? Nope. What about TikTok? Anyone here? TikTok ada?
I do.
Menarik. So TikTok, I believe in TikTok punya power of persuasion. If you do it right, I think it will work for you. I am starting my official TikTok sometime next week saja. So I'm a little bit behind, but I do have my unofficial TikTok and I love it. I think if you use it well, it will work for you, especially when it's so visual and you can engage with your client visually like this. All right, maybe Nazrin, can we go to the next one?
It's your slides, not mine.
Oh, my slide Oh my God, I thought it was yours. All right. Okay, so for those of you who are still not very familiar with the technicalities of LinkedIn, selalu asyik post ataupun macam saya kata asyik tengok orang punya, I'm sharing here with all of you an example of how to post it on your LinkedIn. So I dah buat kat sini. Contohnya kalau you buka you punya LinkedIn, this is how you're going to post, right? So you can see your name and then post to anyone and the content and all that. Remember when I said that the suggestion is to post it between 2 to 5 times a week, you wonder, I need to take so much time to do that. I don't have time, which is fine. That's the reason why if you look carefully into you punya post page, you can expand dia punya icon kat bawah ni, and you will see there is a timer here, schedule post. You can write your posting and schedule it. So my suggestion, like what I do, people thought that I have all the time in the world. Suddenly, hari-hari ada posting daripada Hani. Sebenarnya not true. What I usually do is that during the week, I will choose one half of the morning to just focus on my social media and start typing out stuff, content whatsoever, and I schedule the post. So katakan I want to post twice a day, macam rajin kan. So I will sit down half a day, I buatkan content tu, and I schedulekan one in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the morning, one in the afternoon for the next few days. So content itu may have a variance to your link to your event, but what it will do is that it will prompt the algorithm so that it realize that you are quite active, and you will push your posting to your first network and the second network. Okay, so you can put the scheduling post di sini. Jadi you don't have to work hard, you actually just have to work smart. So you just have to focus on a couple of hours at least just to do your posting. That way you can maximize you punya timing lah. Tak payah nak buat hari-hari sangat. Alright, so this is an example. Last but not least, I also suggest for all of you, once you have done you punya posting tu, you analyze okay, Nazrin, typo error, you jangan marah I. Nampak tu, analyze.
I fixed it on my deck.
Okay, I tak betulkan lagi. Okay, sorry guys. So analyze and track you punya post. You want to know where it works best for you. So I know for sure that between the few platform that I use, the best lead comes from my LinkedIn. WhatsApp ni agak kurang. For some reason, I don't know why. So, yang post I dalam Facebook, I punya, other social media, LinkedIn is the best performer when I start tracking where people come in. And you might wonder how you want to do this. The simplest way, of course, before you run your workshop, you buatlah pre-session survey. You buatlah survey, you buat pakai apa ni? You pakai Google document ke. If you are running it on virtual, you can use Hootsuite, for example. So Hootsuite ni dulu free. Sekarang ni you have to pay a little bit. But I can assure you, if you are using quite a number of platforms to share awareness about your program and all that, it's a good investment. I like it. Okay, so there you go. That is for me lah, and that's it. Thank you very much.
Perfect timing. Memang Melayu baru lah.
Kan? 90.
All right, thank you very much, everyone. Can we open up last questions before we go? If you have any anything else that we've missed, please ask us now, or forever hold your peace. All good? All right. So thank you very much, 𝗂𝗍𝗔, and thank you for everyone coming tonight. I know it's very late, so we're gonna let you go. If you need to watch this again, we will put this up on YouTube, and I'll publish it on my Facebook. I'll give it to 𝗂𝗍𝗔, so look out for that. Rasa macam KS lah pula. But thank you very much for coming tonight. This is one of the first MBTA virtual classes that we're doing, so we'll be planning more. Check it out nanti.
InsyaAllah.
Have a good night, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.